Assalamu alaikum dear listeners and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is about adrenal glands. The adrenal glands, also known as suprarenal glands or life-saving gland or essential endocrine glands that produce a variety of hormones including adrenaline and the steroids aldosterone and cortisol. Adrenal glands are found above the kidneys. Each gland has an outer cortex, which produce steroid hormones and an inner medulla. Each gland of adrenal weighs about 4 grams. And now there are two parts or regions present in adrenal gland. First of all, there is adrenal cortex and the second is adrenal medulla. Adrenal cortex is the outer region, consists of 80% of glands, and the adrenal medulla, this is the center region consists of 20%. Now we will discuss the regions of adrenal cortex. First is zona glomerulosa, second is zona fasciculata, and third one is zona reticularis. The zona glomerulosa is the outermost region, secretes hormones known as mineralocorticoids, and the second zona fasciculata is the middle region which secretes hormones known as glycocorticoids, and third one is zona reticularis, which is the inner region. Now what is mineralocorticoids? These are steroid hormones. These are produced in the adrenal cortex and influence salt and water balance. The primary mineralocorticoid is aldosterone. Now there are further two types of mineralocorticoids. First is aldosterone and the second one is deoxycorticosterone. And there are 21 carbon atoms present in mineralocorticoids, and the half-life of mineralocorticoid is 20 minutes. Now daily output and plasma level of mineralocorticoids. Daily output of aldosterone is 0.15 microgram and the plasma level is 0.006 microgram per deciliter, and the daily output of deoxycorticosterone is 0.2 microgram and plasma level is 0.006 microgram per deciliter. Now what is glycocorticoids? This is the hormones secreted by zona fasciculata. These are the type of adrenal hormone, and there are further three types of glycocorticoids. First of all, there is cortisol, second is cortisone, and third one is corticosterol. Cortisol is also known as hydrocortisol, and cortisol is 95% more potent than cortisone and corticosterol. Now, what are the functions of glycocorticoids? It increases blood glucose level by glyconeogenesis in the liver. To increase glucose level by inhibiting the uptake and utilization of glucose by the peripheral cells. They maintain water balance. They inhibit bone formation, muscle weakness, because proteins are lost and muscles are made up of proteins, as you know. So they decrease the number of eosinophil. And what is next? They are important for functioning of nervous system. They are also anti-inflammatory. They prevent edema. They are used to prevent allergy. They are immune suppressive. They reduce function of immune for some time. Now what is sex hormones? These are secreted from zona reticularis. This is the inner region of adrenal cortex. Now what are the conditions? If androgen increases in males, there occur a disease called gynecomastia, and this is the enlargement of breasts in males. If estrogen and progesterone increases in females, there occur a condition called virilism, and this is the male-like appearance in females. Now we will discuss the second part of the adrenal gland, and this is adrenal medulla. This is the inner part and second part of adrenal gland made up of cells which are called chromaffin cells or chromophil cells or pheochrome cells. Contains fine granules and it forms about 20% of adrenal gland. Now there are two hormones secreted from chromaffin cells. First is epinephrine or adrenaline. Second is norepinephrine or noradrenaline. And collectively called these two are collectively called catecholamines because they are derived from chemical substances called catechol. That is why this is known as catecholamines. Half-life of catecholamines is 2 minutes and the adrenal gland are also known as emergency gland or FFF4S. And there are two types of chromaffin cells. First is adrenal secreting cells and second is noradrenaline secreting cells. And this is all about today's topic, that is adrenal glands.